So, Saturday morning, after me and Lena had spent most of Friday unpacking and tidying up, getting ourselves organized. We drove up to Grammy's for our debrief and my first lesson in regression therapy. Once we arrived, Grammy wasted no time. Quick hugs at the door, then she hustled us into the living room and gave us the third degree. She went over everything: how Laura brought Daisy out, what she had said exactly, word for word, what Daisy was like, how she spoke, how she behaved, what happened exactly, and where did we go. Then she thoroughly quizzed me on how it had felt to be Daisy. It was kind of hard to explain, but I did my best, and eventually she seemed satisfied. Then she asked Lena if she had noted any after effects, any change in my behavior, however small. Lena told her I seemed fine, nothing to report. Then she pressed further, asking if anything weird had happened afterward. Lena went quiet, so I spoke up. Okay, so there's a word. I began carefully. Lena groaned with embarrassment.
A word?
I can't say it. It will set her off. I looked at Lena, her face red. Babe?
Sugar?
She sighed. Grammy was confused but intrigued.
What's this honey?
She asked. Lena looked at me. I just shrugged.
Okay.
She relented.
Yeah, it's weird, but whenever Zoe calls me sugar, I kind of lose it, you know?
Grammy was astonished but still confused. Kind of like, you remember the Addams family? I explained. Whenever Morticia spoke French, Gomez would go wild. It's kind of like that, but way more. Now she got it.
Okay,
She picked up her notepad again.
take me through it. How and when did this start, sweetheart?
Lena took a breath.
It was Daisy.
She said.
She started it. I mean, the first time it was just like my knees turned to jelly and I got like a hot rush up the back of my neck. The second time it was even stronger, but by the third time, I was just completely out of control.
Grammy was frantically noting all this down.
How so, baby?
I just had to, you know, have her. Like I was all over her, like a rash. I couldn't stop myself.
And this has persisted?
Oh, yeah. I nodded enthusiastically. I mean, I'm not complaining. But you wanted weird, right?
And you're quite sure Laura didn't hypnotize you?
Oh no, I was very careful. I mean, I pinched myself real hard.
And it's only Zoe?
Mm-hmm.
Try it, I said. Grammy paused, then said carefully.
Sugar?
Lena shrugged. You want to see it? I offered.
I'll take your word for it, honey.
So, what do you think?
Lena asked hopefully.
I don't know, honey,
Grammy mused.
but we are definitely going to have to revisit this. And soon.
She sat back, carefully closing her notepad.
Well,
She sighed.
I just hope you two have learned something from all this.
We both nodded. We had definitely learned something, but I'm pretty sure that neither of us knew what it was. I took out my cigarettes and passed them to Lena and Grammy.
Oh, that reminds me, honey.
Grammy said.
Your cigarette holder.
I revealed Daisy's wedding present and she smiled.
Well, well.
She said.
So do you still want your old one? It's just in the drawer.
Actually, Graham, I replied, if it's okay with you, I'd like Lena to have it.
Of course, darling.
She replied. I got up, went to the armoire, and found my old friend sitting in the drawer. I took it carefully and presented it to my partner. Lena, I said, this has served me well and given me such pleasure. I now place it in your care. Please look after it. I know you will. It's yours now, baby. She took it reverently and beamed.
Thank you, honey. I'll treasure always.
She said and gave me a big kiss. Then Grammy and I watched delightedly as she slotted her cigarette home and lit up. She exhaled with a delicious sigh and said,
My mom is going to be so jealous.
So, as we relaxed and sat back to enjoy our cigarettes, Grammy asked,
And the rest of your honeymoon? Your actual honeymoon? How was Charleston?
Then, at last, we transferred ourselves to Grammy's office. At first, Lena wasn't sure whether she should come with us, but Grammy insisted that we would certainly need her, and when she was directed to take the big chair, I could see she was thrilled.
So,
Grammy began seriously.
lesson one.
I was rapt with attention.
Hooey. Despite what your mom might think, hooey has its place.
Okay, not what I was expecting, but
You see, people's expectations often govern their experience. And since most people have never even considered the possibility that they might have lived before, the concept has acquired a kind of mystical quality.
I nodded. I could see her point.
And rather than dismissing that association, it is much easier to play into that. At first, anyway.
So, you don't actually read fortunes? I concluded. Grammy nodded appreciatively.
Exactly. Well done, baby. No, I do not read fortunes. I read my client. They come to me expecting some kind of mystical experience, and I take that expectation and use it to my advantage. Not to hoodwink them, but to help me guide them where I need them to go. Do you follow?
Yes, I think so. I replied uncertainly. Grammy sighed.
If you remember, the first time I hypnotized you, I said you had an old soul.
Yes, I remember.
Sorry, baby, that was hooey. There's no such thing. That is, everyone has an old soul, because the cycle continues life after life.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. At least I think I do.
For the moment, all you need to understand is that people come to us with a certain type of expectation, and our job is a lot easier if we accept that expectation rather than trying to fight against it.
Okay.
So, that's lesson one.
She reached around and picked up a sheet of letter paper from the desk.
Now, for some practical application.
She handed the sheet of paper to me.
This is a very basic induction script. I want you to read it aloud to Lena. Read it through carefully for yourself first, then choose your own pacing. You've seen me do this a couple of times. I want to see what you've picked up.
Oh, wow. Straight in the deep end. Now I was excited and a bit scared. But this was it. The real deal. I read it through carefully. Twice. Grammy and Lena waited patiently. Like I've said before, I read slow but thoroughly. Then I took a breath, nodded, and Grammy sat back and let me give it my best shot. I read it slowly and carefully, trying to match the rhythm and pacing that I had seen Grammy use with Lena, with Mom, and with Marcus. I was so focused on that, and on getting the words right, that I'm afraid I paid zero attention to Lena. So I was completely astonished to find, once I'd finished, that she appeared to be completely under. I looked at Grammy. She was smiling proudly.
Good job, honey.
She whispered. I was kind of astonished, but then Laura had told me that Lena would drop for me in a heartbeat. But still,
Okay,
Grammy continued in hushed tones.
do you remember how to bring her back out?
I thought a moment, then nodded. Then Grammy paused.
Wait, just 1 second, honey.
Then she turned to Lena and asked gently,
Lena, honey, do you know why you are reacting so eagerly when Zoe calls you sugar?
Lena's head, resting on her shoulder, gently nodded.
Can you tell me why that is, honey?
Lena kind of sighed.
Roger likes it.
She replied dreamily with a little smile. Grammy's eyes went wide for a moment. Then she turned back to me and nodded. Okay, Lena, baby, I said calmly. It's time to come back to us now. So I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I reach 5, you will wake up back to yourself, happy and relaxed. Then I counted her up, and up she came. Eyes open, blinking for a moment, then gazing at me with delight.
Baby, you did it.
She beamed. Yeah, wow,
How do you feel, honey?
Grammy asked her.
Great. I was totally under, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
Grammy smiled.
Lena, honey, would you mind making us some tea? I just want a quick review with Zoe, and we'll be right out.
Sure.
Lena said, getting up smartly. She gave me a quick kiss and headed off to the kitchen. I looked at Grammy. She looked at me calmly and said,
Well done, baby. You'll need to work on your delivery a little, and you need to learn that induction by heart. Then you can pay attention to your client and pick up on their responses.
I nodded, but I couldn't keep myself from saying, yeah, but Roger likes it. Graham, what was that? She sighed.
I'm not sure, honey, but it seems that Lena's memory of Roger, much like your memory of Daisy, is triggering something.
She turned very serious.
Honey, I think you should be very careful how you use that trigger. You know?
I nodded with some disappointment. I guess I had to cut down on my sugar intake. Lena was devastated when we told her over tea and cigarettes.
But I know it's kind of weird.
She protested.
But I kind of like it. You know? It's kind of hot.
Grammy sighed.
I'm not saying don't use it.
She said carefully.
Just, don't overdo it. At least until I can do a little research. Consult some colleagues, okay?
She nodded reluctantly. Babe, I squeezed her hand gently. I love it and everything, but it's not like we need it. You know?
Yeah, I know.
She said with a disappointed smile.
Besides,
Grammy added,
you two have plenty to keep you occupied. I want you to practice dropping Lena into a trance and bringing her back out again, till you have learned that induction by heart. Nothing else. You understand?
Yes, Graham, I confirmed. On the way back home, we stopped in to say hi to Laura and Nick. It was on the way. They were delighted to see us and quickly began interrogating us about as thoroughly as Grammy. Laura was fascinated to know how it had felt to be Daisy. Well, I've thought about it a lot. You know? I began. It was strange. I mean, it must have looked like I was possessed or something, but it didn't feel like it. Laura nodded, her big blue eyes wide.
So, were you aware of what you were doing and saying?
Nick asked. Kind of. I still found it hard to explain, but I was kind of in and out. Sometimes I was like, all Daisy, and sometimes I was like, both of us. You know?
It took a while for the memories to come back properly.
Lena added. Weirdly, it kind of explains some things. Like I have zero patience sometimes. That's Daisy. She was so used to getting what she wanted.
And she knew how to get it.
Lena confirmed.
God, I wish I could have been there.
Laura sighed.
I think Daisy and I would have got on like a house on fire.
Nick rolled his eyes.
Oh, yeah, like fire meets gasoline.
Laura gave him a playful thump.
Ow.
He reacted, unconvincingly.
So, have you started your training yet?
She turned back to me. Yes, and I have successfully hypnotized my lovely assistant. I gestured proudly to Lena, who took a little half bow.
Congratulations.
She gave us both a little round of applause.
Still, like I said, too easy.
Hey!
Lena protested.
Sorry, Lena, but you are.
Oh, I'm definitely going to earn that pocket watch, I said firmly, glancing at the bookcase. Then I got an idea, or rather, something clicked in my head. Two separate conversations that suddenly connected, like pieces of a jigsaw, making up a bigger picture. I got up and went over to the bookcase. Lesson 1, I said thoughtfully. Hooey. Laura joined me.
What was that?
Grammy was saying that hooey has its place.
What is hooey?
Laura asked. Lena and Nick came and joined us, intrigued by this sudden turn in the conversation. It's from my mom, I explained. I guess you'd call it nonsense or foolery.
Okay.
Laura nodded. But it's really about using people's expectations to get them into a trance, I continued. I gestured to a particular pocket watch. May I? Laura nodded and I took it from its stand and let it dangle from the chain between my fingers. Like with a pocket watch, people expect the pocket watch to be hypnotic. So it is. I let the watch begin to swing gently, not taking my eyes off Laura. And their brain kind of does the work for you. They look at the pocket watch and I snapped my fingers. And Lena dropped. She dropped so fast and so hard that Nick had to catch her. Laura grinned delightedly.
Hooey.
She said.
I like that.
So I brought Lena back and she was confused and embarrassed, but fine.
Nicely done, Zoe.
Laura said.
You learn fast.
Not really, I told her, but I learn well,
I knew Catherine would make a great teacher.
she said.